Testing 1 2. All right, we back in the house again. Still talking about
Beta male.
the beta males, and so we're gonna finish our list here. Let's see. Uh, do we do number 4? No, let's do number 4. We're doing the characteristics of beta male and how they get themselves in a real bad situation with women. Number 4, the acceptance of substandard behavior. So what a lot of beta males do is they will the woman will slowly disintegrate into just a bad person with a lot of bad behavior. Just slowly disintegrate into that, and instead of trying to help her correct it, they will accept it and they will work off of it. So they know that they have a female that's in their life that's causing a problem. What they're going to do is they're going to try to get other people around that person to bend to the female with the bad behavior. Like the example I gave before, where one of the tenants in the building that I'm in, excuse me, one of the tenants in the building that I was in was mad because the building manager had locked their property up, and she got an attitude with the building manager, and her boyfriend or whatever was mad, so she started yelling and screaming at the building manager, calling him all kind of names and stuff. So the building manager obviously got upset and started telling her, "Hey, you can't talk to me like that." So instead of telling his woman, the boyfriend, instead of telling his woman, who was the one that didn't pay her rent and and they had locked her property up, instead of telling her, "Hey, let me and this guy talk about it," or correcting her behavior, he starts trying to make him bend. He tries to make him bend to her. He tries to make him bend to her and say, "Hey, don't get mad at this girl." But this girl is yelling at him, calling him names. But he's saying, "Don't yell at her. Don't say nothing to her." That's crazy. If your girl is coming at me foul, then she got to expect that some foulness is coming back. You know what I mean? Everybody's not going to handle your woman like you. If you're a beta male, everybody's not going to handle your woman like you. They're not going to walk around on eggshells around her like you are. Right? Right. All right. Next thing they're going to do is ignoring obvious patterns and clear signs of dysfunction. So, what beta males will do is they see patterns of dysfunctional behavior or patterns of dysfunctional thinking, and instead of addressing it, instead of trying to create a solution to that problem, they see that the woman does not want a solution for that problem. That's their natural state, is that dysfunction. So they want to stay in that dysfunction. They don't want that dysfunction to be addressed. So once the beta male sees that, he will back off and he won't say anything and let the dysfunction just germinate and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow. And that is going to be a problem later. See, what happens is it's really your fault if you're a beta male, because if you don't address the issues of the relationship, then they're going to grow out of proportion. And then what's going to happen is the relationship's going to be all bad, but it's going to be your fault. It's not even the female's fault. It's your fault because you didn't address this stuff. You have to address it. Either address it or make a decision. I'm going to accept it and live with it, or I'm going to move on. Anyway, don't ignore signs of dysfunction. You see dysfunctional behavior, a dirty house. That's dysfunctional. A dirty house. Person makes a decent income, but they always don't have no money. Those are dysfunctional things. Or they don't know how to be respectful. You should be in a relationship with, the first thing you should be having in a relationship is respect. That's the first thing. If you don't have respect, nothing else is going to matter. So in a beta male mentality, in beta male mindset, but she loved me. She said she loved me. You know what? How many women said they love somebody and they went and spent it on somebody else? They went and vacuum cleaner somebody else's, private parts. You know what I'm saying? So that don't mean nothing that somebody loved you unless they respect you first and then they love you. If they just love you, they could love you like you love a puppy. You know what I mean? You could love a puppy, but if the puppy goes down the street and get hit, you just go get another puppy, right? Well, that's how they do you if you are a beta male. Anyway, number 6, lack of belief that life would be dramatically improved upon leaving the relationship. So the woman has the beta male convinced that this is the best it's going to get for them. Being with me is the best. And they have the beta male convinced that you ain't going to survive if I'm not around. But which is an obvious lie. We're human beings. We can survive almost anything. So especially the simpleness of somebody not leaving. People die, they pass away, they go to other countries, they leave, they split up. I mean, people survive it. So, but the beta male has been convinced and conditioned and groomed to believe that he is not going to survive a breakup with this woman. See, I'm trying to tell you, brother, if you see yourself experiencing this stuff, some people I'm probably hitting home for. If you see yourself experiencing stuff, I'm talking about you. I'm talking about you. You need to look at it and say, I need to get out of this situation. I need to get out of this situation. Anyway, let's look at it. Let's keep on going down the line because we're losing time here. You've been groomed to agree even when you disagree. So now you have to, have you ever seen a couple where you're talking to the guy, right? And the guy, every time you ask him a question, he starts to answer the question. He looks over at the female to make sure that, his answer is approved, as opposed to just telling you what he thinks, which is a healthier way to deal with things, right? You shouldn't have to check with your woman every time you open your mouth to say, oh, am I saying the right thing? If you were doing that, you're with the wrong person. You're with the wrong person. But anyway, you shouldn't agree just to get along. You should agree when you agree and then disagree when it's necessary. That's why you got 2 heads instead of 1 head. If it was 1 head, you guys would both be sharing a head, but that's basically what you're trying to do when you just agree just to agree. Don't do that. That's gonna really damage your relationship later, because you're gonna agree to stuff that you know better than to do, and then when it turns out bad, you know what? The woman is gonna blame you for not standing up to her and telling her that she shouldn't have did whatever you didn't tell her to do. Next thing is they overvalue. You overvalue the woman. You overvalue this woman. The woman has a certain value, yes, but you can't put her above God and purpose. You can't put her above God and purpose. God is, the teachings of the God is the number one, and then that's what gives you your square is those teachings, and then to work within that square out here in the world, like Jesus said, be in the world but not of the world. So you in it, but you not of it. You of the God that's brought you here. So you work from that set of understanding, not from the world's set of understanding. So everybody else is out here chasing women. You're chasing stability, peace, and love. So anyway, and respect, rather. So anyway, overvaluing women. What are some examples of overvaluing women? Buying them, spending $50,000 on a date, spending all this money on just to try to be in a situation with women. That is crazy, man. That's crazy. Stop playing yourself like that. Don't do that. Women have a certain value, yes, but their value shouldn't be above your value to yourself. I'm going to continue this list on the next video. All right. Till then, get yourself together, man, because I'm probably talking to you.